All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Marakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and well. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect, the Bayat Dawadah, the house of David. Now, yesterday I wanted to jump into this video with the AWS going down, right? Because that's what happened yesterday with YouTube. Right? And really, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. We know the tiny tops, right? The small hats have hijacked all the social media platforms, you know, and eventually they want to try to shut down this word. But everything moves on the time of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Nothing moves on the time of these devils, right? Let me get you a scripture, okay? Let me get you a scripture. Here it is right here. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Right? And we're not ignorant to his devices. We're not ignorant to his plans. He wants to shut down the men of the Lord speaking this truth. Right? But ultimately, everything is in the hand and everything is on the time of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. There's nothing that this devil can do. You see? Okay? The elect has to be sealed. And once the elect is sealed, then it's over. All right? You see? It's over then. It's done for this thing, man. You see? Famine of the word. Okay? The Lord is going to shut down the gates of mercy. You see, once his elect is sealed, and it's over, man. All right? Let me get you this here real quick in Revelation, the 7th chapter. Right? Revelation, the 7th chapter, in the 2nd verse. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's start at the first verse. It says, "And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea," right? "Nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living Yahweh," right? "And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, nor the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, in their foreheads." Right? "And I heard the number of them which were sealed." Right? This is a small number, 144,000. Right? You see? The 1/3, the men of the Lord. Okay? And you know, there's going to be a mixed multitude, obviously. It's going to come and be delivered with them. Okay? "And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel." Right? Which is sons, which means the bun. Right? Because the word children means son. It means bun. Okay? It says that the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. And of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. And of the tribe of Zebulon were sealed 12,000. And of the tribe of Joseph, which is Joseph, you don't need to say Ephraim there, because that is Ephraim right there. Okay, Joseph were sealed 12,000. And of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. So, right, we know that whole AWS thing yesterday that went down, right, with the outage and the shortage, right, these devils are playing around. You see? And really what they want to do is they want to get rid of this truth. Right? Because this truth is killing them. Okay? And this is what's going on in the midst. This truth is killing these devils. All right, let's go here. It says AWS Cloudflare down, using report outage, right? Users report outage, Amazon denies disruption. See? According to the Down Detector website, over 1,100 users in the United States reported an AWS outage on Tuesday night local time. However, Amazon Web Services in a statement on X denied the reports. They can't deny the reports. Everybody's YouTube is definitely down. AWS, right? Amazon Web Service. You see? Which is all connected with YouTube. All right? And many different other platforms. All right? It says over a thousand users across the United States reported on Tuesday night, right, that Amazon Web Service (AWS) was down. Additionally, several users also reported that Cloudflare was facing disruption. Users reports indicate problems with Amazon Web Services since 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Right, outage tracking website. The Down Detector posted on X. According to Down Detector website, over 1,100 users in the United. And that happened to me last night. All right, users in the United States reported on the AWS outage on Tuesday night. Right, and you know these devils are messing around and fucking around with the grid. Right, you see, because this word right here, this truth, especially on the YouTube, is killing them. All right, and it's tearing their kingdom down because the word of the Most High is fire. You see, and I love bringing the scripture out in Jeremiah 23. All right, Jeremiah 23 and 29. All right, it says, "Is not my word like a fire, saith Yahweh, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces?" Whew. See, and we dropping the word on them, man. We telling them to their faces. We shaking their hand. Then we letting them know your kingdom is going to be destroyed. And they like, man, right? But there's nothing they can do about it. You see? Jeremiah, give me Jeremiah 28 and 8. Okay? Jeremiah 28, there's nothing they can do about it because this is the Most High is declaring it. He's declaring it. Okay? It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence." Let me get Isaiah 46. Isaiah 46 and verse number 10. It says, "Declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure." You see? So let's go back into here. Right? It says AWS services are operating normally today, right? Today. See that? It says, but an event elsewhere on the internet has prompted some inaccurate speculation on social media. The only resources on the internet that provides accurate data on the availability of our services is the AWS Health Dashboard. It said, replying to Down Detector's post. It says that the latest AWS Down report came a day after users across the world had flagged similar issues in January. Two users had reported similar problems on the platform, with Amazon denying the AWS outage. The Time reports of problems peaked around 7 a.m. IST, right? It says as more than 4,300 users in the U.S. flagged issues with AWS. In October last year, a massive AWS outage. Yeah, and I remember that. It had went down. You see? And that definitely last year when the same thing had went down, right? Because it's the devils, man. It's these devils. All right? Fucking around with the grid. Really they want to do away with this word. This word is killing them. They're being exposed. You see? The Lord is exposing these devils on all facts. See, Esau's secret things is being sought up, right? You see? Let me get this here. In Obadiah 1 and 6, it says, "How were the things of Esau searched out? How were his hidden things sought up?" Okay, now let me get Isaiah 47. All right, Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. Literally, that's going to happen to them. Why? By ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, and by the chariots, and Yahushua is coming, with concentrated fire being shot out of those chariots. Okay? You see? Because this place is the land of confusion, Babel, Babal. Okay? And ultimately, this place is going to be a desert. Okay, it says, "Oh, daughter of the Chaldeans," right? Because they deal with a lot of left hand witchcraft, spells, and sorceries. Okay, and that's what the old Chaldeans was about, right? And it's revived, and all these ancient customs from the ancient kingdoms and all these things, all this wickedness, right? Esau has tied this up into here, right? From the ancient Canaanites. You see? It says, "But thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate," right? Because this place ain't never been touched by ultimate war, right? But it will be touched. Okay? It says, "Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, and uncover thy thigh, and pass over the rivers," right? And that's what we do. We lifting up the skirt on this bitch, man. We lifting up the skirt on all the wickedness, all the things that's uncovered, the pedos, right? The sorcery, the spiritual cookings. Brothers is bringing out all this information, right? Everything that you can imagine is being brought out on these devils, right? That's been swept up under the rug, but we lifted that shit up and put it out to you, all right? Because the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is on this devil, right? It says, "Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, and cover the thigh, and pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness should be uncovered," and their nakedness is being uncovered, right? See, it says, "Yeah, thy shame shall be seen," right? And their shame is being seen, right? Henceforth, why they taking down slavery? How Nero 47 said down in Philadelphia, right? It was the memorial area about what I think it was slavery. Me and the brother Howard Shah Zayan and a few brothers years ago, right, did a video. We did a video down there on that place where they went and took that exhibit place down where slavery was exhibit down in Philadelphia, right? And the brother they took that down, right? They went over there and took all that stuff down. But we did a video on that about years back, man. You see? But anyway, it says, "Uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen, and I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." And that's Yahushua, because he's coming back as an angelic power, a power that can't be beat, a force that is not to be wrecked with. Okay? See, let's go back in here. Right? It says, "In October last year, a massive AWS outage has affected popular platforms including Amazon Prime Video, Perplexity AI, and Snapchat, and other services such as Roblox, McDonald's, Coinbase, Convy, and Goodreads also face issues leading to massive social media chatter." All right, it says, "It's Cloudflare down, right? Hooked up to the cloud." See, it says a few hundred users also reported Cloudflare down. Update with the down detector tracking the disruption. It says users reports indicate problems with Cloudflare since 8:28 p.m. Eastern time. It says, how is it affected you? Down. It says down detector posted around 405 users in the U.S. said that they were facing issues with Cloudflare. Most of them were related to DNS service connection and API. Cloudflare has not issued an official statement regarding the matter. I hate to break this to you, but the Cloudflare is in fact having problems tonight. It's made me verify twice on Twitter, and as many 2 hours, and users said on Down Detector. Currently very low bandwidth through Cloudflare and RAP, right? And henceforth, what they're going to do is bring in this 6G. Right? Because that's what they're going to say. They're going to be like, "Yo, listen, we got to put in this 6G. You see, everything is going to move faster. You see, now bringing in that 6G is going to prompt them to bring in what? It's going to prompt them to say, you know what, listen, let's get this, and let's get these microchips going. You see? Let's bring in these MOTB. You see? Track, trace, and control everything, get everything going. You know? It says, where we at with it? It says currently very low bandwidth through Cloudflare and Wrap dashboard is now fully loading. Another added. It says in December last year, a glitch in content delivery service firm Cloudflare due to the rollout of a system update disrupted operations of several online platforms worldwide and in India. Right? Platforms like what is that? Zohada, Grow, and graphic design tool Convey got disrupted as a result of the Cloudflare outage. All right, let's read the rest of this here. It says it's the third major disruption for Cloudflare users in India within a period of 6 months between July and December. Cloudflare said that the disruption and its network was not due to any cyber attack. See, not due to any cyber attack, right? Due to your asses. That's what it was due to you tiny type, you small hatters. All right? It said cyber attack due to the implementation of an update. Now, the update of what? You see? What? Gideon, Palantir, right? You see? Adding these things into there, right? Scraping the internet. See? And that's what's going on, man. All right? There's a lot of things going on in the mist, man. All right? I'm just going to tell you there's a lot of things going on in the mist. Okay? And don't be fooled. All right? It says, a change made to how Cloudflare's web application firewall praises request impact and availability of Cloudflare's network at approximately 8:47 and concluded approximately at 9:13. This was not an attack. Change was deployed by our team to help migrate the industry-wide vulnerability disclosed this week and React server components, the company said. All bullshit, all madness, man. Trust and believe, man. Don't believe the hype, man. All right? Don't believe the hype. Okay? I'm just going to put you there. Right? So let's go down here. Right? Let me see. Because I had a video, but I think they might have overpassed it. Right? But they were speaking about YouTube. Okay? They were speaking about YouTube on here, but I think they might have pushed it down in the news that I had. So I had it pulled up, but I think they pushed it down. But we can do this here. All right, we can do this here. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna do this here. Right? Let's do this here. YouTube outage. YouTube outage, right? Let's go to videos.
So, yeah, it looks like it's that time of year again.
No, I don't want that. That's not what I want. Let's go over here. All right, so they don't have it pulled up, man. I had the video on it where they were speaking, and I'm not gonna. Oh, here it is, right here. Here it is, right here.
Also reported problems. YouTube says the issue has now been resolved and all services are back to normal.
I'm not gonna play this whole video. I'm just gonna play some of it, but as you know, YouTube is down yesterday.
Today is day 3 of the AI Impact Summit. YouTube says it has now fixed a technical glitch that briefly disrupted access to the video platform for users around the world. The company said the problem stemmed from an issue with its recommendation system, which prevented videos from appearing across different YouTube surfaces. That included YouTube.com, the main app, as well as YouTube Music, Kids and TV. Outage trafficking website down detected reported more than 320,000 user complaints in the United States at the peak of the disruption. Users in India, Britain, Australia and Mexico also reported problems. YouTube says the issue has now been resolved and all services are back to normal. Today is day 3 of the AI Impact Summit.
All right, so, I just wanted to show you that real quick, brothers. With that right there, we're just going to end it off. We're going to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Marakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and others of great millstone who well, peace and blessings and citation to the hopeful elect, the Bayal Tawadah, the house of David, Shalom, Baba Ball.